players for the defense on that site. So it's really difficult to stop an A rush on the pistol round as we get into it here.
Yeah, and it looks like that's exactly what's going to be going down from Lazarus. They're going to be pushing up right into that A spawn. It looks like they're taking a little bit slow for now here, Vin.
Yeah, just walking. Don't want to make too much noise. I do understand that, and that's just going to be the jitter peek from Derek on site, trying to gain any information as the smoke goes down. But that's going to be the engage as the flash goes out on site.
Yeah, Derek with a very early kill there. That Phoenix getting that early initiation. Lazarus now down. Man, that's going to be looking good for Triumph. You always prefer to have that man up, and that difference continues to be held here. But a little bit of the evening back from Lazarus as they come in clean with some of these kills.
Yeah, what a defense there initially, but then coming back into it, Lazarus finding so much, but that's going to be good information. Simple, though, what a shot on the custom abilities. That was so impressive. Now, in a 2v1 situation, is Lazarus.
Yeah, Lazarus is going to be putting the plant down, but it doesn't really matter when you just go ahead and get those kills right out of the gate anyway. A good start for Lazarus.
Yeah, I liked a lot the slow engage, not want to give too much information. If you're going to play that aggressively, walking initially and just trying to gain some information, or make it so the defense has no information on you is exactly what you want to do if you're the attacking side. So great job there from Lazarus. I thought it was very intelligent how they just stopped, they waited, and then they all pushed W at the same time, getting in there, and the trades obviously going in their favor, winning out that 2v1.
Yeah, certainly very content with that. But again, Derek getting the opening kill with that Phoenix. The flashbang coming in looks like a little bit of a misfire. Blackheart not able to push in with the rest of their team, and because of that, now Lazarus hemorrhaging players, and they're down just as quick as they started.
Yeah, really, really intelligent play. I like that a lot. Play aggressive with the pistols. They bought into that round in Triumph just slightly, and then they were able to get aggressive with those pistols and make it so that basically the entirety of the attackers were caught off guard. So the unfortunate miss flash there from I think it was Seth, who just it does happen. It was just really unfortunate timing because the defenders had pushed B as well as A, so they didn't expect it, and that really caused an easy frag for the defenders, and then eventually the round.
It looks like the stack up's gonna come. The attacking team looking to push towards that A site right now. Slow rotations coming in once again. The orb being claimed by that Phoenix. Just trying to get that little extra ult charge. We see those brimstones setting up for the smoke potentially coming in, and in fact, it's going to be the first kills coming off of the back of Triumph. That's going to set them up to really push up on this attacking team, but no, in fact, it looks like Lazarus is going to trade out just for a brief moment before taking a loss of their own. And with this now, a lot of smokes impeding the sidelines from these teams.
Oh, but in the corner, just nobody knew about him. Seth picking up 2 frags, but it doesn't matter because Derek is there and Kappa with the cleanup onto Seth. That was almost an amazing play there from Seth playing in that corner. I don't think anyone was aware, picked up 2 frags on it, but it was not meant to be. Now, though, we are going to see the first gun round for both sides, both buying in. We do have a Spectre still on the defense, but that shouldn't matter as long as Simple's playing in a more close range position. So ops on both sides. I wonder if we're going to see some of that mid strategy that I was talking about in the pregame should be good. I think it is the Sova who's actually going over there, and the run it back used early from Derek trying to get information over at A.
Yeah, not only just getting information, also getting some kills, opening up with one. It takes a shot from the op, going to be wiping it away, though, as he does have that second life with that Phoenix ability. Running it back as it goes. Lazarus now down on the attack. They're going to have to be looking to make a play here. Does look like the bomb has been dropped. They're just trying to get a little bit of scouting out, perhaps trying to find something. Custom Abilities is going to find that exact thing, getting the kill onto the Sova. I believe that was the op coming out from the Sova, so no longer going to have that long, lethal sightline coming in.
Yeah, good job there from Lazarus, just taking a step back, waiting, looking for the aggression there from Triumph, and they were presented it on a silver platter. So the easy kill, frag back in the other direction, and now it's a 4v4 situation, whereas you would have been significantly down in the round before. Now it's just a straight 4v4, as it looks like Zeno is going to have some action over mid. Nice flick from him on the custom abilities.
Yeah, an amazing flick coming in, and now Derek going to be using the flashbang to push in. It catches Seth at the corner, taking them down, and now Triumph looking to swing heavy with this. That Brimstone is going to be on a very low amount of health, dangerous. In fact, Tanaka going to take down Zeno, but it's not enough. Romanov reclaiming the kill.
Yeah, I think that basically just came from that early pick from the defense, despite the fact that it got pulled back, relatively fast. When you set the pace on defense by using an ult like run it back very, very early in the round, it makes the entire attacking side just kind of scared to push in, and that's exactly what happens. Now I'm really excited to see what Xeno's going to be doing with this op over there. Had a great flick in mid last round, so pushing A, I like the nonstop aggression on defense. This is how you want to set your pace early on.
Yeah, certainly, but a big flashbang coming out. Seth not finding the value with it this time around. Zeno getting that flash, or getting that kill, I believe, while flashbanged. Overall, a good move by Triumph.
Yeah, that's just really impressive, getting that kill with while Flash getting the timing down. But the spike is moving into market. Door is closed, but it shouldn't matter. 3v5 is going to be tough to get in, and Capo, it's simple. Derek just mowing them down in the market area. There was nothing that you could do if you are on Lazarus.
Yeah, Triumph pretty much had that door barricaded as soon as Lazarus burst through it. The bullets flew from Triumph, so well played, well anticipated, and now they're still looking pretty good in terms of scoreline.
Yeah, we do have the rebuy in full guns both sides now. It's back to a more fair and balanced situation with the purchases, but you see the money available for Triumph is just so gargantuan. You have so much cash, almost 9K looking, in fact, on Derek and one other there. I didn't see who that was, but yeah, gonna be difficult even if a round win comes out for Lazarus to break that money.
Yeah, custom abilities taking a little bit of a flash as we look towards this next fight. No drops quite yet, a little bit slower this time around on our sixth push as we go forward. But right now it looks like he's just waiting for the smokes to dissipate. But Zeno not going to wait, in fact taking the first kill onto Wilski. And that might be crucial here, that Omen no longer able to creep around in those backlines. Yeah,
and even more crucial is no smokes available for mid. The mid pressure is incredibly important and gone, but Tanaka finding that back onto Zeno as the push goes into the A site.
Yeah, the op are going to be taken down. That Phoenix going to be taken out both with the run it back and without. The orbital strike coming in from the Brimstone doesn't quite find what they're looking for. Bomb has been planted now. Gonna see if they can manage to hold it. Another orbital, or excuse me, the Sova arrow is going to be coming in, trying to find that damage. Locks onto one, not quite able to close the kill with it. Now going to be hopping around, trying to maneuver through the map, trying to perhaps take a little bit of a crafty angle here. Really going to have to work, though, as they are down in manpower. The stage is going to be killed, but it's just a 3v1 right now. It doesn't look like Simple's going to be able to pull it back without some incredible shots moving forward.
Yeah, unfortunately, that was very retakeable, but it just was such a good post-plant position from Lazarus, not giving anything away. And you had the Orbital Strike and the Hunter's Fury used by the defense. Despite that, no frags coming their way, and they just have to eventually back up and save this op because, I mean, there's just nothing that they can do. Now that op going to be thrown over from Simple onto Zeno. As we saw in the early rounds, Zeno very good with the op, even at close range. So I'm looking again for that Tanaka versus Zeno op battle if we can have it. But it's going to be grouping over towards the B bomb site, and this is crucial. They have not, Lazarus has not actually pushed B hard here. They've just kind of waited a little bit, tried to do a little bit of aggression. But I like this. Maybe looking for a B split would be a good change of pace for them.
Yeah, and Derek going to be getting the first of multiple, or the first kill moving forward here, but now Lazarus kind of swinging it back in their favor as they move forward. Tanaka taking down Simple with that op, as we mentioned a little bit before. And with this now, it looks like B-Point getting a little bit swarmed from the Lazarus squad. Triumph in a pretty uncomfortable position as they are now down to half the manpower. It's just going to be this Sova, or excuse me, the Cypher trying to hold point. For the time being, those cages coming up, trying to obfuscate their positioning. And Capo immediately going to get value off the back end of it, getting a double kill. It might not be enough, though, as Romanov not quite able to hold their own.
Seth with a triple kill, really good from him there. That is exactly the power of a Cypher on your team. That's why Cypher is so powerful, is that he's able to just stop a push in its tracks because of the tripwires and the cages. So really, really good from Cypher. Getting Capo he got 2 kills there in the end, and so it didn't end up mattering because Seth had a great play and good trading. But if it wasn't for the man advantage that was already there, that would have been pretty much a win for Triumph if there was more teammates to rotate in. So really good from them. And now with another round on the board, Lazarus looking to do much the same, but Zeno with the op. Ooh, that's nasty.
Yeah, you can't peek Zeno at this rate with that op. Absolutely lethal, it's seeming. But with that now, it's gonna be Zeno taken down, so not as much of a threat. We're seeing Seth here with the flashbang ready to perhaps push in. The cage comes up though, blocking their lines of sight just a little bit. And the orbital strike gonna be coming in and online. Seth caught out by Simple, who gets to go on to pick up custom abilities here. Now Lazarus looking to be in the weak seat. They do lose Zeno, but it doesn't seem like it's mattering right now, as it's just Wilski on that Omen creeping around.
Yeah, I mean, and now giving away his position, just trying to make some noise, make sure that the defenders are very aware that he could be coming from that. But the Owl Drone going to be clearing that out right after the fact. This is absolutely terrible. If Omen's trying to win this, Wilski's just going to be basically running into all the information, and now that Arrow is looking for even more. Just delay. Now able to push in for this 1v3. It looks like he's probably attempting it.
Yeah, he's going to be trying to go for it, though. You're going to be looking to see if he can land perhaps some darkness abilities coming in, or just block with some smokes. Although it does get revealed by the spy dart, and with that, Derek able to take them out with the wall bang coming in short order.
Oh my goodness, great job. I think it was Simple there on the, I think it was, Simple on the B site, just taking out 1, 2 through the orbital strike. It didn't matter. Just playing around the default box on B so well, finding a couple of frags and really shutting down that push. Now it's going to be a bit stretched for the cash here for Lazarus, as the scoreline 5-3. It's going to be Ghosts and a Stinger here for custom abilities as they walk through. The rifles, obviously, on the other side, did put some damage onto that economy. Not as bad as it was at one point.
Yeah, the damage also going to be applied right onto Blackheart with that op. Zeno going to be finding that value. It feels like every time Zeno's on the op, they get at least 1 kill. Make it a double in this turn with Tanaka taken down as well. Not going to be having too much of a matchup when you're running just pistols and a submachine gun. But with that now, Triumph still in a very good spot. That Jet dangerously low, but Derek going to be cleaning up 3 pretty much back to back to back.
No sight, no problem, says Derek. He shoots him through the smoke. Granted, it is a whole lot of fish in that barrel, walking up Cat with just the pistols, no armor. So unfortunate there for the attackers, just not much you could do. And now the buy-in, this is the what I would say is a very big round, because if Lazarus were to lose this round, the money situation gets very, very poor for them going forward. Triumph is going to be banking lots of cash over the next couple rounds if Lazarus do not manage to grab one back.
Yeah, we'll certainly have to see if they can manage it. Tanaka taking down Zeno is a good start, though. You lose that Opper early on in this fight. Lazarus now going to be feeling a little bit more opened up, and Wilski taking down Derek again. Numbers continue to flow for the side of Lazarus. This is a little bit of return to form that we saw. Looks like they're rotating in towards that A site, although it remains to be seen if they can find the value for it. Capo gonna actually be taking down the custom abilities on that Brimstone, so the smoke's not quite out from Brimstone just yet. And now trade coming in back and forth. The wall coming in from Sage, however, means that Simple can't get in there and really provide that benefit to their team. However, it's going to be Cypher picking up all the bodies, knowing where everybody is. Tanaka getting brought back into the fight, however, making it a 4v1. Triumph not looking good for this, and as Capo falls, they're going to win this.
Yeah, I like the resurrect there. Not strictly necessary, of course, but I think it was a good idea because of the poor situation with regard to money. Now, taking away that op, that's really important. You have a much more attainable situation for Lazarus. And what I mentioned in the pre-match about mid control and how important it is, I think Lazarus are finally figuring that out. Early on, they were just pushing a site individually alone, and the rounds that they have had the most success in, except that pistol round, is the rounds where they're taking the mid control, watching that mid control, and now it's going to be an early push. But Wilski onto Zeno again, doing magic.
Yeah, it feels like every time I compliment Zeno, they just take an early loss in that fight. You're going to be taken out twice in a row early on as that first kill, perhaps getting a bit predictable here. But Tanaka going to be throwing in that owl drone, trying to find it. And now we're hearing that Sova ability come online. Not going to be finding too much with it, but Lazarus still man up. Going to be trying to do a little bit of sightseeing here, trying to locate the opposing team. And custom abilities on that breach. Looks like it's one of the last few remaining members of Lazarus on this point. Gets the orbital strike dropped on them. Looks like the bomb was placed. However, it's just going to be a few members remaining for Lazarus. One for Triumph. Can they manage this hold? Romanov here trying to hold it down. You think they can do it here?
Yeah, it's going to be difficult 2v1, but that's a good smoke. Just smoking off where the bomb is. Massive trying to get the ping, and now it's just a spam. The spam not going to find it. Oh my goodness, that's so unfortunate for the attacking team. Romanov with the 3K to clean it up. 2 more frags. Oh, that's just basically worst case scenario. If you're Lazarus, you get the kill, then you're essentially not quite reset in the economy game, but I mean, it's pretty darn close. Going to have guns for this round, but not much else in the way for the next rounds. And as we can see, we had a stinger there, not anymore. Now Phantom purchased up for custom abilities by one of his teammates. So really good opening picks. Wilski finding the early frag onto Zeno, but the issue was nobody was on site after custom abilities fell. There was good trading from them, but they didn't have the follow-up after the fact. So you got to be able to follow it up and run it back. Derek just taken out immediately.
Yeah, not going to be able to run it back too far as they just immediately take those shots. They might be suffering a little bit from that, but now it looks like the side of Lazarus is going to be lining up right towards that A point. But once again, the run it back now from a Lazarus, but Zeno taking the kill, taking the opportunity to come in, levels the field a little bit with that Phoenix kill coming in for Lazarus. And right now, just a very slow push as the smokes and mollies are coming into effect. Romanov now getting their vision blocked a little bit.
Yeah, that's going to be the they're sitting inside the smoke. Oh, but that's so smart. The tag from the Sova arrow, finding all the information and then spraying through the smoke. That was so intelligent there on the site. I really like that a lot. I don't know who it was in that smoke on the right hand side, but very good from them.
Yeah, and right now, since we are going on to our 13th round, we should be seeing the sides swap right now. Triumph now going to be on the attack, and similarly, it's going to be Lazarus on the defense here. But Triumph already built up a little bit of a nest egg in terms of score.
Yeah, definitely a little bit. It's going to be difficult to overcome that, I think. Like I said, slightly defense-sided this map is. It kind of depends, though. Like I said, on how your team is playing and the way that we're seeing that we saw Lazarus playing, it was not really slow and methodical. Usually, actually just trying to push the site together isn't nearly as effective. So now it's 3 members over at A for what looks to be a fast A hit on the attack.
Yeah, they're certainly going to be trying for it. And even the defenders getting a little bit aggressive, it seems, right up here. Custom abilities taken down, was perhaps looking for that ult orb. Not going to be finding it, however. Romanov taking quite a bit of damage through a molly. The flashbang coming in, causing all sorts of disruption. And Triumph now looking great for this A point. They get the spike planted. They're just down 1. And Lazarus, only 2 people to push up into it. Wilski here on this Omen, trying to find the damage, trying to find the angles, more importantly. Let's see if they can.
Yeah, but 2 people at low health here for the attack, so isn't exactly that clear. Now it's going to be the flash pushing off the defender's retake for just a couple more seconds, and now, it's yet another time where he's just sitting in the corner. Now the Cypher, and it's going to be the unfortunate, unfortunately not a retake as the push comes out, but no kills, just the one for the defense. Lazarus going down yet another round 9-4.
Yeah, I do believe Capo was actually sitting in their own cage at that point, so perhaps the Sage did not quite check their corners as they should have. Capo able to capitalize off the back of that. Didn't get the kill right away, but after a little bit of time, they eventually closed it.
Yeah, exactly, and that's the key. As long as you're closing those rounds, it doesn't really matter what happens, at the very beginning. So it's just going to be pistols here for the attack. Or sorry, my bad. Pistols for the defense. I apologize. And they're pushing in this mid push, looking to find a frag or two, hopefully.
Yeah, and a frag or two are exactly what these teams are going to find. Brimstone for Lazarus taken down quite low. Sage not going to have the opportunity to heal right away. And right now, Triumph playing as a pretty tight-knit group. They're holding right onto the A point, as you might expect the attacking team to do. They're going to get the plant here, and now the onus is on Lazarus to try to make something happen. Custom abilities looking to set up for those smoke lines to really come through. Going to be laying them down, but again, the fight not taking place in too quick of a fashion, and that's advantageous for the bomb placers. And with that, again, 2 kills traded, but Blackheart able to pull one back. Seth claiming Xeno for themselves, and with this, it looks like Triumph gonna fall. Lazarus gonna be able to defuse.
That's a massive eco round win for Lazarus. Just had pistols there, mostly classics, just a couple of ghosts on that I saw. And so this is really, really good from them. Now, as if Lazarus can take this momentum and turn it into 2, 3, maybe 4 rounds, this game is absolutely not over. I mean, 9. You saw the scoreline there at the beginning with 9. I think it was what, 8-4. Is that I'm not mistaken? Yeah, 8-4.
Yes.
It seemed a little bit. Difficult for Lazarus to get back in, but now with that eco win, it opens up so many possibilities. The key though is not to win the anti-eco, or not to lose the anti-eco for Lazarus. They need to be careful, but Xeno has the op, so it doesn't really matter. It's not really an anti-eco.
Yeah, you can be as careful as you want, but if an op takes your head off, that's going to be a rough spot. Seth does take down Capo early on. That Sova not going to have the recon ability. So now Lazarus, I believe this is the first time they've been man up to start these fights. They're going to be looking to lead a little bit, rushing towards that A positioning once again.
Yeah, just choosing to give up the entirety of A. I'm not sure if I like that strategy, but that's what they've decided to do. Now it's going to be the 5v4 retake for Lazarus. This is good. Going together, get the frags necessary, and hopefully find the Owl drone looking for information early on. Xeno with another frag onto custom abilities.
Yeah, Xena getting the big picks coming in. Xena making it a second one onto Seth as well. Xeno dropping the smoke just for a second, may have been able to take out that Omen, and Blackheart instead going to be picking them up. A little bit of impatience coming in from Xeno might have cost them that exchange. Lazarus looking good for this fight, just need to take out Derek on this Phoenix, but Derek trying to claim back, cannot. Lazarus just needs to get to the fuse.
Yeah, and that is really good stuff there from Lazarus. Despite the investment from Triumph, they were able to bring that round back with what I imagine was slightly worse guns, like lots of Spectres on the side picked up from first round. And what I thought was interesting there from Lazarus is that they decided to give up all of A site. They just didn't play it. They were like, you know what, we're gonna push B together. I think they probably thought that was an anti-eco, like I initially did, and they thought that they would be on pistols, and so the idea being just let them have the site. If they have pistols, we'll just trade out with the superior weaponry. But it didn't really matter because Lazarus found the frags regardless. It didn't matter about the weaponry.
Yeah, we're going to have to run it back, come in from Lazarus, gets one, takes the shot, but able to just wipe it away. And with this Triumph now going to be lacking in manpower. The Molly does come in. It's causing Triumph to do a little bit of a stutter step here as they have to hold their own and kind of be a little bit more reserved. That Cypher Cam trying to come in to scout out what it may. And right now, Triumph looking a little confused. It looks like they're just taking their time, not quite sure when or how they want to push this.
Yeah, it's pushed up very aggressively on the catwalk here, trying to find some picks, and it's going to be the re-aggress walking over toward that A-bomb site as they do. The attackers' knives are indeed out for the attackers, and so they're just trying to find a couple of frags. The Sheriff in hand for Derek, swinging wide, taken out, though, by Seth.
Yeah, Seth getting the second kill of their three-piece moving forward here, and now Triumph in a very rough position. Romanov able to take it down, though, however, gets the up. And the Cypher coming in might be a big hand for that op, but in fact, not quite enough as they are going to fall.
Yeah, quite a big investment there from Triumph as well. They had a couple of people on low buys, but they pushed or bought in anyway. At least half bought. It's kind of hard to tell, but they definitely at least half bought into that round. Weren't finding quite enough, and the operator, of course, was recovered by the defense. So the money situation for Lazarus looking very positive, and it looks as if we're going to see some B aggression or some B aggression. I like it a lot for the defense getting aggressive here at B. This is not Triumph did not do this very often, and I do like this coming out from them, and that's the flash.
Joke's over.
We're going to see if they can find it. The run it back from Triumph going to be coming out, doing a little bit of personal recon. The flashbang coming out, catches the Sage wall. Going to be tearing down that wall with the run it back, really trying to take advantage. But the timer's eventually going to run out on that. Derek regrouping with the rest of their team. And right now, Triumph looking like they might be backing off of that B push.
Yeah, exactly. And that was really intelligent play from Lazarus, just disengaging when you know there's a timer on the run it back. Great job. Now Tanaka falling back himself. His custom abilities takes out Capo for an opening kick.
Yeah, custom abilities getting the second kill, I believe, with that on Simple now. Triumph now down 3-5. This is not looking great for them. Custom abilities going to be dropping some smokes, tightening up those sight lines, and really making the push have to come through from Triumph. Already making a bad situation worse. Derek going to be on the line, gets hit by the Molly, having to take a little bit of damage, but it's going to be overwhelming for that custom abilities, now getting the third kill. And it's going to be up to Xeno with just the op in hand. They really would prefer not to lose this, but it looks like that's exactly how this is going to go.
Yeah, that's a great job from custom abilities. Now we see the power of the operator in this map. You have so many angles that you just are not able to walk into. There's just not enough utility to actually flash or smoke out all the corners that the operators can be sitting in. And with the double op setup, we had one on Cat and one in mid side, market side for the defense. It was just so impressive. And custom abilities just kind of knocking them down as they walked into his crosshair. So great job from him figuring that out. And now it's going to be 9-8 your scoreline. Triumph just with one more round remaining in that little nest egg that we talked about them building up in the first half.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to kind of squad up here down that middle lane. But the pressure already being applied from the Lazarus squad, they're going to have this good idea of where their opponents are. Seth holding it down, trying to make it happen. Going to be throwing in a Molly of their own, dealing a little bit of damage across the board. The Brimstone going to be taking them head on. The Romanov able to get that kill early on. And now Triumph can lead with a little bit of confidence in that man advantage. The place trying to come in, Tanaka can't quite land it. The orbital strike coming in doesn't quite find that damage that you might like. The custom abilities cleans up on Capo. Tanaka then taken down in similar fashion. And with this, again, it's looking very close. Triumph suffering a lot of health pool losses. It's going to be that Brimstone and Phoenix dangerously low. The Sova ability now coming on the line. Wilski trying to avoid it so hard. Does manage to avoid that damage. And another orbital strike coming in. Romanov going to be finding the value with it, taking down custom abilities. And right now it is looking so bare bones for both these teams. Blackheart taken down in their exchange for Xeno. And Wilski going to be one of the only remaining members not able to hold it on here as Romanov gets the clean with Derek.
Yeah, that Sage Wall, I do question I understand the thought process on the Sage Wall, kind of trying to take the fight on the rest of the team in the site, but then unfortunately that caused them to be split. There was no Lazarus just were looking in two directions, and they didn't have the opportunity with the ults coming out, that orbital strike finding value. It was just too much going on all at once, and not enough pushing together. And just Lazarus, unfortunately, not able to find it there. I wonder if maybe they should have rethought that Sage Wall. So it's going to be the push, and it looks like a little bit happening over at mid as custom abilities takes a shot and falls back.
Yeah, not going to be getting too much action right out of the gate. Everybody's still looking nice and healthy here. The scout coming out from Simple, trying to perhaps do a little bit of recon. Custom abilities holding this angle pretty hard, as it looks like a lot of the players, including some from Triumph, are.
Yeah, and this is exactly what I wanted to see from Lazarus actually on their defense. Just playing very slow, looking for information, trying to find that those early picks as custom abilities is indeed doing just that on Simple as the push goes on to B or it's A, yeah, it's A, my bad.
Seth's going to be throwing in that flashbang, finding some, but Romanov and Zeno able to level it back. Triumph now in a pretty decent spot. They are having a few players that are low on health, but it's looking winnable for either of these sides right now. Lazarus just needs to play strong and disciplined. As we can see, Wilski trying to line up something, having to push through some Grim smoke. Not going to be too bothered by it. Might have to break these doors, though. That's an uncomfortable spot.
Yeah, you hate to be on the other side of those doors. It's just so clear that you're coming from that angle. Now it's going to be the shadow coming out, trying to find something with paranoia, just looking for the blind. Reload as well coming through, and now it's the push in. Trying to find one. It's going to be not anything picked up. Capo taking out Wilski, and then custom abilities with the trade. Now we've got to find playing around the smoke. Nice kill from custom abilities. It's a 1v1.
Oh no, custom abilities was looking so good there when they got the kill onto that Sage. Not gonna happen though. Romanov gonna hold it down for their team, but even still, that defuse timer would have been looking pretty close, even if they had gotten the kill for Lazarus.
Oh, it would have been so close. I don't even know if they would have made it. I mean, custom abilities, though, really showing why Lazarus is in this position, because he is absolutely finding massive frags early, late, and clutching in the round. Just not quite enough. In I think it was a 1v3 or really a 1v2, trading the kill from Capo at least.
And now as we see this next round going underway, it looks like the lineup's going to be for an A push coming in from Triumph, although they're not committing too hard to it. They do have a little bit of their eggs spread across multiple baskets, and Lazarus perhaps getting a little bit aggressive down mid. It's going to be this Phoenix coming in. Doesn't have the run it back. Seth, does have the run it back. Actually takes down Romanov off the back end of it. So they're going to be finding some value with that ultimate. Doesn't find the jet, however. Zeno here pulling out the knives, ready to go.
Oh, unfortunate missed shot there from Zeno. They had that, but now it's going to be Capo with the refrag, and Simple with two more on his side. Derek taking out Seth as well. It's 1v3 now. Can the Omen do it? Wilski trying to find the frags.
Yeah, that was a very instantaneous switch of manpower. It went from, basically 4v2 to 2v1 in an instant, and with that, it's going to be Triumph holding it down, getting the kills before anybody can even approach the bomb.
Yeah, great job getting that that tag from the drone out on to Wilski was very winnable for him. He had full health, so it would have been really difficult with that early pick. On the attack, they could have lost that. So great tag from the drone, just getting the information, shot through the wall, no danger there. Now Lazarus, it is a map point for Triumph as Lazarus tries to push in 8 to 12. It's gonna be difficult, but it looks like aggression over at A is what's on the menu for both sides.
Yeah, both sides kind of knowing what the other is planning on doing. I think that we've seen A run quite a bit here. The Molly going to be coming out trying to dissuade that ult orb gathering, but Romanov going to be taking the kill onto Seth early. No run it back to save them this time. Derek, however, going to be popping the run it back of their own. Clips the Brimstone a few times, but Romanov still there to counter and to get those kills. Already looking up 3 kills for the team of Triumph. Although Wilski not looking to be outdone, gets a double of their own, and all of a sudden this team's looking very even right about now.
Yeah, that's going to be the heal onto the Omen now from Blackheart. Now Wilski has another 100 health to play with, pushing into this site.
Yeah, and with that, the attackers are going to take this. Triumph getting the 2 kills quick succession, and that means that the first map going to be going over to Triumph 13-8.
Yeah, I was really impressed with how well Triumph came back from that initially Triumph was looking quite rough on their attacking side, but then just